Hi, welcome. I just wanted to hang out and just chat and see where tonight goes. I'm gonna be drawing a bit, but I'm just trying to keep my hands busy. Uh, Tonight's all about just getting to know my viewers and see where it all goes. So a bit about me. Um, Gothic Lunar Games. The username came from the fact that I'm trying to transition more into a Gothic style. But the lunar part comes from my love for the moon and the fact that I'm primarily online at night. I know it's been a bit all over the place recently, but I've wanted to like set up my streams to be at night. Thank you, Dinky Winky. Um, but that's where, and my love for games as well, primarily Minecraft. I did figure out how to do that, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I like the colors that it's chosen to put on screen, so I think they fit with the purple quite well. Right now, I'm just doodling a frog, just a simple frog. Welcome to everybody that's joined. I'm just hanging out and getting to know my viewers a bit more as I also draw a frog. He is a little derpy, but it's okay. I really just want to have this time for anybody to ask questions and get to know me a bit more, as well as just to hang out. Um, while I'm streaming, I am drawing, so I'll occasionally show you what I draw. But right now, there's just a little derpy cowboy frog. So my I'm just doodling right now. Normally, my art skills are a bit better, but for now, these are just ways to get creative the creativity going. Welcome to everybody that's joined. Um, we're just hanging out here. It's going well. This is probably the highlight of my day is getting to hang out here and just see what the vibe is and hopefully create a better evening for somebody or a better day. I hope all of y'all are having a fantastic day or night, whatever time it is for you. Hopefully it's a good one. So, like I said, I am doodling right now. If you had any ideas, I love the inspiration, so I know what, just trying to get the creativity going. But one of my biggest passions is art. I love drawing, I love painting as well. I've started to use charcoals more, and I've kind of gone back to graphite and ink as a primary medium. Uh, those are just mediums I really love when I'm painting. I absolutely love to use watercolor as well as acrylic paint. Those are my two primary mediums for when I'm painting. I love making landscapes. Landscapes are one of my favorite things to make, as well as just like trees and flowers. I love to draw nature or paint nature. It is definitely a passion of mine. So right now I think I'm gonna doodle a little flower, probably a lily of the valley, just because I think it has a really cool shape. I really like the arch to it and the like bells that are part of it, the bell shape of the flower. I also really like drawing lavender. Right now I'm just using a normal ink pen. It's nothing fancy. Uh, just one that you can get at Walmart or any store. I don't like to use the high-end uh, materials. I don't particularly understand how to use them to their full justice. Uh, and I also think that you can create great art with whatever you have on hand. So I will use just random pens that I have as well as just regular mechanical pencils. Um, but what's it called? When I do have them on hand, I do enjoy using like graphite, like actual graphite with the different hardnesses. Just because I can use them for different shading and get different tones. Normally, I would not use a pen, but they're doodles, they're not meant to be perfect. Normally, I use a pen for just trying to get like really bold outlines or um, trying to darken up an area somewhere that I know is where I want to place the ink. But right now, they're just doodles. They don't have to be perfect. So I'm using what I have on hand. Like I said, I'm gonna draw a lily of the valley really fast, and then I'll show y'all. Um, I think they're so cute. They look like little ghosts. Is this going to be the best lily of the valley I've ever drawn? No, but it's an idea. It works. Um, it's just something to start trying to get the creativity going. And like I said, it's a doodle. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's just fun. Alright, so far I've got a lily of the valley and then two frogs. One of them is a dragon, and one of them's a cowboy. So, a bunny with, as you said, fat cheeks. I think I can do that. Let's see. I am going purely based on memory, so it may take me a couple tries to get that bunny, but it is definitely something I want to try and draw now. Oh, this is an atrocious bunny. This is why I use reference images, but I think I'm gonna have to start over on this bunny. It is not looking so great. I'll show you it after I try and draw a second one. It is now the starting point for the second one. Welcome to everybody that's joined. Right now I'm just drawing doodles that are suggested in chat. They're not gonna be great, they're not gonna be perfect, but it's a doodle. Okay. Um, let's see. Bunny drawing. Okay. I have a better idea now. Yes, I did cheat a little. I'm still gonna make it my own, but I need a starting point. I don't remember bunnies like off the top of my head. So let's see if I can make it better now. Let's see. You can tell that I don't draw bunnies very often. Um, that is the bunny that I did without any reference image. That is the quick bunny that I did with a better idea, but not great. Hi, welcome. It's nice to see you. It was definitely an attempt. I think I'm gonna go back to drawing flowers, possibly draw a rose. Um, it'll definitely be um a struggle. Yeah, of course you can suggest something. Um, Thank you. I do alternate my lipstick from pinks to reds to black. Tonight I wanted to test out the black, but when I take a break here in about 8 or so minutes, I will definitely see what the pink looks like. So, but thank you. I appreciate the uh, suggestion. Um, I do wear my glasses to be able to see further distances, but this is without the glasses. Thank you, Dinky Winky. Um, I hope that is a compliment. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Um, I'm I'm not sure how to respond. I am going to take a short few minute break to help my dog, but I will be back in just a few minutes. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be right back. All right, thank you for your patience. I do appreciate it. Just wanted to make sure my dog was okay. He just woke up. Back to the flower though. I'm just drawing a very, very simple rose. And then I will show y'all. right? And here's the rose. Um, Not my finest, but it is a rose, I think. Might be closer to a peony or something, but I tried. If you have any other suggestions for what you'd like me to doodle, I would love to hear them. My goodness. Give me just one moment. Thank you for your patience. I do appreciate it. Sometimes important texts come through, and I have to take a moment to respond to them. Welcome to those that have just joined. Uh, we're just hanging out, and I'm taking suggestions for little doodles to do. So far, we've got some flowers, some attempts at bunnies, and some frogs. For the next doodle, I'm thinking some lavender to go with the other flowers that we have already. Oh, I do like the cheeseburger idea. Let's see. Cheeseburger. Let's see. I'm starting with the top bun because I think that's going to be the easiest way for me to do it is build from the top down so I'm not overlapping the like back lines. Um, I think it would too, with the bunny and the frogs. They have to have something, they have to have some kind of food. So let's see. Probably the vegetables um go under the top bun and then the patty. You said cheeseburger, correct? So it's gotta have cheese. Oh my goodness, blue cheese bacon burgers are so good. Oh, now you're making me hungry. Here is the cheeseburger with lettuce and tomato, as well as the cheese on the patty. Um, is it my best one? I think for drawing the first time drawing a cheeseburger, I think it's pretty good. Um, let's see, what else to draw? I do. Give me just a few minutes. I'll have to go find where they are. I will be right back with them. Give me just a few seconds. All right. I'm back with the twistable colored pencils. Are they, like I said, not, I don't like to use the most luxurious art. If it's fun and I enjoy it, then I'm going to use it. And I like twistable colored pencils. They're fun to me and they remind me of my childhood. So that's what I use to color things in. And I think they work decently well. Sometimes I think I'm fancy with twistable colored pencils instead of just regular ones. Let's the cheese and now the bun. This is a very sad bun. It is not toasted. Now for the lettuce, I'm gonna use a very bright green. Yep, that is definitely bright. And then for the tomatoes, I think I'm going to use equally as bright of a red if I have it. Let's see. Welcome to those that have just joined. Right now I'm coloring a cheeseburger doodle. I am taking requests on what to doodle, as well as I'm happy to answer questions about me and my streams. Alright, and now for the patty, and then I think that's it. I'm not even sure if all these colors are going to show up on screen, but okay. Cheeseburger 2.0 with the colors. So it honestly looks much more appetizing now that you can tell which part is which. Hmm. I guess I could color in the rest of the doodles. Thank you, I appreciate it. Um, Again, for the first time I've ever done a cheeseburger, I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see, the lavender, not gonna be great lavender. It is definitely not lavender, but it looks like I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue what it looks like, but it was an attempt. What else should we draw? We got flowers, bunnies, frogs, and a cheeseburger. Kind of out of ideas for what to doodle. Um, hmm, I'm really not sure. I don't typically doodle, so I little hut. I like where you're going with that. I like the full circle that you've got. Let's see. Round or square? All right, let's move this in front of me. Um, Kind of shaky. Let's do a circle. And then we go straight up with the walls. And then we're gonna bring down, make a bigger circle on top for the roof. Um, it might be my Wi-Fi. I'm not entirely sure. Is it delayed in chat? I wonder if it's one of my settings. Screen. Give me just one moment, y'all. I'll be right back. I do apologize about that. I just got a important phone call that I had to take. Um, but let me see if I can figure out the chat thing really fast. Um, Let me see if um pause chat. No. Is there a delay? I'm not entirely sure why it's being delayed. It might be it might just be that it is my Wi-Fi, which is a very good possibility. In which case I do apologize about that. Um, I don't see any settings that would um yeah, I don't see any settings that would cause it to be delayed, and I do apologize about that. Um, I'll have to look into it more later, but as of right now, with my quick little hunt, I'm not seeing a particular reason. It could just be my Wi-Fi, which, like I said, very good possibility. Back to the hut though. Let's see. Does the hut have windows? I'm just gonna put a little more detail on the roof. As for the windows, I think I'm going to add the windows. I think it'll make it feel less like just a box with a cone on top of it. All right, and now we have the hut for the animals to live in. So I think I am going to call it here for a little bit, get things set up, and then here in a bit actually come back and draw something, not just doodles. But thank you for uh, joining me on the stream and uh, what's it called? Uh, Enjoying the doodles with me, and hopefully I'll be back kind of soon. This was a blast, and I hope that in the meantime you have a fantastic day or night. But until next time,